Hello my fellow oddities, welcome to a new video, and I am wearing camo, which means you can't see me. Why have I started the video like this? Today's video is going to be a part 2 to my critically acclaimed Where to Take MK2 video, which actually reached the writer of Mortal Kombat 2, which was pretty cool, and you'll probably see this one too, so hi Jeremy Slater. Please kill Cole Young. Today's video, we're going to be discussing Sonya, Jax, and Johnny Cage. So without further ado, let's get into this.
Sonya, Jax.
So I decided to put the Jax and Sonya sections together because these two characters don't really do anything on their own very much. So their story in this movie can pretty much be the exact same thing with some minor deviations. For Jax and Sonya in the first movie, I thought their characterization was pretty on point. And I thought Sonya's storyline and arc of being the only fighter without a marking and then eventually getting one was pretty good. But for Jax, I feel like his place in the story just wasn't all that compelling. I mean, Jax only really does 3 things in the whole movie, and that's saving Cole from the whole scuffle with Sub-Zero at the beginning, getting his arms frozen off, and then killing Reiko. And not sure if that one counts because that guy wasn't really much of a threat. So I do think that the best thing to do with Jax in the second one is just merge his storyline with Sonya so that they both have stuff to actually do in the movie. They'll both be as equally as important as each other. I mean, Sonya might be a bit higher because, like, OG Mortal Kombat character, but whatever. But you're probably wondering, what should this storyline be like? Well, I have one idea that I think is really good. So as we all know, Kano died in the last movie, obviously. Everybody knows this, but I haven't really seen anyone talking about the fact that Kano was the head of the Black Dragon, and if he just dies, then that's gotta mean something very big. And if you know, like, these kinds of criminal organizations, at least in fictional media, then you'd know that if the head of a prominent gang organization dies, then that means not only is there gotta be someone new to take over that whole gang and the Black Dragon, but that also means there's gonna be a lot of gang wars and stuff, and just fighting. So in between the first movie and this next one, that's what Sonya and Jax have kind of been dealing with. And I think it'd be kind of cool if you, like, hinted at the Red Dragon a little bit. Don't, like, have anyone like Movado or something show up, or Su Hao, but no, don't do that. But, like, just mention their name a little bit. That'd be kind of cool. But no, the main characters that'll be a part of this whole thing will be Black Dragon members like Tremor, Tazia, No Face. Now that I think about it, you guys probably have no idea who these guys are. Listen guys, there's not a lot of prominent Black Dragon members in the Mortal Kombat universe that aren't already dead at this point. And don't mention Jarek because he died in the deleted scene. Well, he didn't die in the deleted scene, he was mentioned to have died in the deleted scene. So these Black Dragon members are not only fighting amongst themselves because they want to figure out who the heck the new leader is going to be, but they're also trying to find out what the heck even happened to Kano. And knowing that Sonya was the one that captured Kano at the beginning of the first movie, that's why they show up at Shang Tsung's island, or Outworld, or wherever this new Mortal Kombat tournament takes place. Now, they won't join the tournament, but it'll be more like Scorpion's Revenge, where they all just show up randomly and are like, hey, let's kill Sonya and Jax. Now, it won't just be Tremor, Tazia, and No Face. That would be ridiculous. No, there's going to be a whole bunch of Black Dragon goons for the heroes to brutally murder, and I think it would also be pretty cool if you had a cameo from that one lady who drove the plane in the first movie. That'd be pretty cool. It probably wouldn't actually, now that I think about it. She's kind of lame. Like, literally no one would care if that happened. What am I even talking about? So at various points throughout the movie, the Black Dragon are going to try and assassinate our heroes, but obviously they win because it would be really funny actually if, like, the Black Dragon just gun all of our heroes down. And at each one of these points where the Black Dragon try to kill our heroes, one of the more prominent Black Dragon members will die off, like Tazia, No Face, and then at the very end, Tremor, because, like, Tremor's the strongest one, so you have to save him for last, and he's also the fan favorite, so that just makes sense. But, like, the other two, no one cares about them. The only game they've ever been in is Special Forces, and, like, that's all I need to say. And the way this is all going to resolve is with Tremor trying to kill either Sonya or Jax, doesn't really matter, like, during a tournament fight, like, while they were fighting, like a cheap blow. But then Shang Tsung's like, I don't like this, how about we get one of our Black Dragon? And then, boom, it's revealed that Kano has been revived by Shang Tsung, and he has the metal eye thing, and then he kills Tremor to prove that he is completely loyal to Outworld, but he's Kano, so That's obviously not true. And then Kano starts to fight either Sonya or Jax. It doesn't really matter in the end, but I'd kind of prefer if it was Jax, just because we've already seen Kano fight Sonya and that would be kind of repetitive, so having Jax fight Kano would be pretty cool. Imagine if, like, Kano shot his eye laser, and then Jax blocked it with his metal arm, and then it, like, heated up, like an MK11, and then he threw a fireball at Kano. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. I take it back, it has to be Jax just for that moment. That would be so cool. Jeremy Slater, I know you're watching this. You better be watching this. That needs to happen in the next movie. If it doesn't, then I am not going to be angry. It's not that big of a deal. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the whole Sonya and Jax stuff. Moving on to
Johnny Cage.
Now let's get this out of the way because it's what most people are going to be asking about. Who do I think Johnny Cage should be played by? I've said this in multiple videos before, but I'll say it again, I don't know. I'm not one of those people who are obsessed with fan castings unless the internet has already told me, hey, this would be pretty cool. Then I'm just like, alright, that'd be pretty cool. And I've yet to see a single internet choice for Johnny Cage that has really, like, 100% been perfect for me. And I think it really is, mostly because the internet just wants to cast the most popular actor for each of these roles. It's, like, insane. Who the heck wants The Rock as Shao Kahn? I've seen that all over the internet for some reason, and people are just acting like it's not one of the worst casting choices I've ever heard for a character. And if you're wondering about my thoughts on Shao Kahn, I think he should just be CGI, especially with the whole design they've chose for him, the MK11 one. That is a very complicated design with, like, a lot of dragon arm things, and it would just be really hard to do with, like, makeup and a whole lot of, like, armor and stuff, so I just think he should be CGI and that should be it. It'd be kind of funny if they just, like, took the MK11 model and then just imported it right into the movie. That would be hilarious. But anyways, back to Johnny Cage. I don't know who he could be played by that would actually satisfy me, but I don't know, we'll see. It honestly doesn't matter until the movie comes out. But what should be done story-wise for Johnny Cage? It is very hard to just make up a storyline for a character like this just because, like, he's one of the Mortal Kombat characters that don't really bring or isn't really a part of any huge side of the lore. And if that doesn't really make sense, then look at some other Mortal Kombat 1 characters. Raiden and Liu Kang are part of the White Lotus. Kano, Black Dragon, Sonya, Special Forces, Sub-Zero, Lin Kuei, Scorpion, Shirai Ryu. But what is Johnny Cage? Like, I guess you could say Earthrealm, but, like, there are factions within Earthrealm. And he's not really a part of any of those, so literally the only way you can describe him is that he's just an actor from Earth, like a normal guy. He's kind of in the same boat as Stryker, but, like, even at that, Stryker could almost be a part of the Special Forces, like, he's kind of half and half, inside and out. And I guess an argument could be made for Johnny Cage being a part of the Special Forces, especially in the later games, but, like, But after a lot of thinking, I just think he should kind of be along for the ride, like he normally is. I don't think he should have this whole big plotted storyline about, oh, he turns green by the power of love and can defeat gods now or anything. That's stupid. He should pretty much just be comic relief in the movie, which is especially why I don't think a big actor should play as him, because then you're, like, kind of forced to have him be the lead, which would really suck. And I think personality-wise, he should kind of be like Tony Stark from the first Iron Man movie, but, like, turned up to 11. Especially when it comes to the humor. You know what would be really funny? If, like, the Earthrealm heroes were recruiting Johnny Cage, and Johnny was like, bro, what is this tournament, roleplay, weird person stuff? I don't want any part of this. And he just keeps refusing over and over again to be a part of the tournament, and so the Earthrealm heroes are basically forced to kidnap him and just bring him along for the ride, and he's just like, the whole time, I'm calling my lawyers, you guys are getting arrested for this, do you know who I am? I think that would be really funny. Jeremy Slater, take some notes. You better credit me, I'm just joking. These are completely free use writing ideas. I think it'll be really fun to see all of Johnny Cage's interactions with the other characters, especially with someone like Sonya, since, you know, that's a classic little thing that's been going on ever since the first Mortal Kombat movie. Oh, and I've got a big thing. With their romantic relationship, make sure not to rush it. Like, look at the games. They took time to develop that whole thing. I mean, maybe the games are a bad example. They took a bit too long, like 23 years for that to be a thing, but still, just make sure to take it a little slow. Like, sort of Scorpion's Revenge Battle of the Realms. Kind of like that, like plant the seeds. But don't take anything else from Battle of the Realms. Bad idea. Like really, I hope this movie doesn't end with like Cassie being born. That would be insane. But yeah, for Sonya, Jax, and Johnny Cage, that's where I think they should be taken in Mortal Kombat 2. The next video I'm thinking will be the last of these, and it's going to be about Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Noob Saibot. I know Noob Saibot isn't a confirmed character, but like, he basically is. Like, come on, Joe Taslim signed on for 4 movies. Like, he's confirmed, basically. And if you want to see that video the exact day and time that it comes out, then make sure you're subscribed and have the bell set to all notifications. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like. But with that being said, that's it for this video, my fellow oddities. I'll see you next time.